This is part 2, and I'm checking out part 1 of this review.
Which now is a serious plot hole. Now, you might not understand it, but let me show you. So, they confront the Gandark, and Anakin is like, a Gandark? I thought Gandarks were only found on Vakor. And Obi-Wan, then this system must be Vankor. But this doesn't make sense, because in Attack of the Clones, they already had to deal with this situation. They remember with them falling into the nest of the Gondarks, which makes no sense now because first of all, this is a rip-off of that situation. If that was happening before Attack of the Clones, the show was set, then that would be perfectly fine. But because it's after, if Gondars are only found on this planet, then you already were on this planet because you definitely confronted them. If they're only so, how did you not recognize this planet? It's just a massive plot hole that wasn't thought through, and just to make this exciting chase. But the directors really shouldn't have included this here because it makes a serious issue with the episode. However, meanwhile, there's a side plot with Dooku, where Dooku basically comes back to his ship, and Hondo, the Weequay pirate, and his crew basically are already searching the artifacts there and taking everything from the ship. And Hondo is a fantastic character. Every line of dialogue that he says was very well written and thought through. His voice actor, I don't remember right now what was his name, to be honest, but I definitely like the voice, the charisma that he brings to the character, and everything is just great. And his confrontation with Dooku is very interesting. I also really like his Kovakian monkey lizard. I really like that species in Return of the Jedi with Jabba's salacious beak rum. But here, I don't remember if this is Pick Muck Muck or Piff Muck Muck, because he had two of them with different colors. But it also is really hilarious in the episode and like a pet to Hondo. And Hondo has this interesting conversation with Dooku, ending up in Dooku going with the pirates away so that they can get him to a safer destination from where he could sort of go back to the Separatist Alliance. Meanwhile, there's this scene where Anakin is running away from the Gondark, and Obi-Wan, just like again, a total bastard, standing there just while Anakin is running around for his life while he's being tortured. Obi-Wan just stands there and that's so funny. Oh my God, you really are a good pair. That's just mean. That's not on Obi-Wan's character at all. However, at the last moment, of course, Obi-Wan helps and sort of crushes the Gandark, leading to Ahsoka rescuing them and them being the selfish sort of people that they are, saying, oh, we didn't need any help, everything was perfectly in control, which is really unfair to Ahsoka, who of course is Anakin's apprentice in this show, for those who don't know, and she's basically his student, and he's just and Obi-Wan are like, oh, we didn't need help, everything's fine. However, it turns out that Hondo's gang and Hondo himself have actually fooled the Dooku. They surround him with guns, they capture him and take him in as sort of, a hostage. And they basically Dooku suggests that the pirates call the separatists so that they can pay and sort of rescue him and take him back. But Hondo says, no, 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 when we are not idiots. We know the separatists will come to with an army and sort of destroy us all. We're gonna call the Republic. And then we have the scene where Palpatine, basically, and the other Jedi in the room, everyone, the Senate members, are in his office watching the hologram of Hondo talking about the fact that they captured Dooku and that they want to sell him to the Republic. And Palpatine, this is a very well done scene. Just seeing how Dooku covers his face, not to be embarrassed in front of his master. And it's a really well done scene. Just how Filoni thought that through was great. And after that, of course, Palpatine says the famous quote, "A hologram can be faked." Which I think is, of course, maybe Filoni didn't think it that through, but it can actually right now be a very good foreshadowing of Palpatine faking his hologram in the final episode of Star Wars Rebels. And I think it's a very good sort of thing. And after that, of course, Palpatine is persuaded by Amidala to basically take Count Dooku, pay the money to the pirates and take him. But Mace Windu basically and others decide that Obi-Wan and Anakin should check that the Count is really there first and that it's not some kind of trap. And then basically come back. But the Hondo's gang takes off their weapons. And then there's this very funny and cool scene where Hondo talks with the Jedi on the table of the bar. And they eventually see that Count Dooku is there. They confirm that Count Dooku is there to Senator Karus, and who is basically delivering the money with Jar Jar Binks. And those head off there. But before they can go off, Obi-Wan and Anakin are offered some refreshments by the Hondo's gang. It turns out that they're basically poisoned and that when Obi-Wan drinks them, they're basically drugged to sleep. And of course, that's the classic twist leading up to the next episode. So what did I think of this one? Well, it certainly was an interesting one. Well, I may not have liked everything in it, including the Gandark side plot, which I felt for me was a very filler thing, where they just basically need something to fill the rest of the episode with. Hondo's stuff was just too good not to be mentioned, and it basically made this episode why I love it so much. So I have to give praise to that. So overall, it was a mixed one, but I definitely give this one a 7.9 out of 10. O parenthesis out.